don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I got it.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1.
Hey, what's happening? Listening to that nigga Kwame Brown.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete here. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That's him.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Jason.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Try not to put himself in a situation you can crash out.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, this nigga Foyer out here snagging, baby.
These guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Some people chase fame so much, and then when they get there, they on Xanax, they change their nose, they change their eyelids.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up.
Oh, come on.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Good shit.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Yeah, for that 8.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd.
I look way better than you. Get much better than you. Go bust it, way better than you.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to hit his
This
man
nigga
out
said,
of
I
the
got my
backfield,
mama's
complete.
recipe.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Gordon on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Sacrifice their entire life to get to a point to where emotionally and dream about it. I think you guys need to focus and channel that energy on some more real the way we are.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Maybe you can put that motherfucking game and fill your pants under your ass and put that rag on like a grown ass man. So that they are upset. What we would do here, every time.
From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And 5 yards to go.
Damn. Tell her how you really feel.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's
that was entertaining.
Out to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range...
Oh, he missed it? Oh, I thought he
had it.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more
plays. He tried it.
Closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds.
He sure tried it.
That will be the final play of this first quarter.
Come on, bitch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try and pick it up by
I shouldn't have did
action
that. I shouldn't have
tonight.
did that.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is
shouldn't
not
have- I
going to
shouldn't
get
have
it
called that
done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
Maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gordon.
Shout, bust, shouted.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
God damn it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
You know how hard it is to live with that? I don't know that I've ever seen Conor Brown speak in public until this. I never heard him talk music. I liked him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
But he was inside for it. He knew what he was talking about. I started thinking, maybe you should do a podcast because I
They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
Ah, he dropped it. Come on, bro.
Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
He was not what you would classify as a boss. He played 12 years in the National Basketball Association. That's pretty good, yeah. As he says,
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
And yet, he's also proven to be the worst kicker of time in the history of this league as the owner and operator of the Charlotte franchise. He's just been pathetic because I can't even begin to defend it. In 14 years going into this, before this place, in the 14 previous
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Melvin Gordon on the kick.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota.
Come on, pick that bitch, boy.
Pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Here's Mariota.
Nope.
And that
No,
is
sir.
going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
The play is a turnover on down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
B.
Second and 4. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
For his running back.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 9. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, nigga is super tripping.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
All right, let's get the ball back at half.
Time here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
All right, so we definitely got to have a better half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative.
Like, why is that a problem, though? Like, if the Lakers was doing their job, then they would have been in a better position.
You're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
That was nice.
Off the mark, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration.
Way off speed.
Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Gordon. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down and more for Jackson. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That one goes for 30 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's going to take
He didn't
it
get that.
in
Come
for a
on, man.
Jets
He did not get
touchdown.
that.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He was taken.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon.
Vaughn, where you been at, boy?
Closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
To Melvin Gordon.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it.
Good throw and catch, DJ.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Mariota now. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mariota.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He shouldn't have caught that shit.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
15. First down
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA.
All right, the pressure's starting to mount.
Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete.
That was bad animation.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
keep it on the ground.
Come on, bros.
He'll get the first down and
Come on, bros.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
New York.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on a first down. Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
Nice, DJ. That was nice as fuck.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are
Oh, yeah, my
good
defense
enough.
trash, bro. We out here getting beat by Marcus Mariota.
But the ones that go to the Pro
We got
Bowl, they
ourselves
have
a
refined
problem.
route running ability.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Fuck, come on, man.
Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
That's blocking the back. And they land. We getting beat by Marcus Mariota and Melvin Gordon.
A big play there by Gordon. 55 yards.
And I don't look at score 2 field goals out the situation.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around.
This nigga got 141. God damn it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action now. Mariota Got Gordon open, completes it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
23-yard attempt.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Tucker's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
I had already threw it. Come on, bro.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus
Wah, wah,
back to the 29.
Alright, did the first user game. I done lost in a hot minute. Good job, DJ.
That you have to hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes.
0-1 for the first time in I don't know how long.
Safety, so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
Just looking vulnerable without them legends.
Easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? They ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run it out here with Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much
pass
more
ball,
than
we can
that
run the
to
ball.
start the year. And they'll return home next week to take
We can
on
stop
the
the
San
run.
Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they
42%.
head down to Miami to
42%. Go ahead and run my next one before I go out on my cake break.
Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Ay, now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough.
That's everybody, right? Yeah.
5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in.
Oh, shit.
I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up.
Okay, yeah, that's you. I found the nigga Mike Parsons.
Rolling the dust, you with us or what? Keep it rolling. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Angelo Blackson. What is that? So if they taking my that's 2 niggas inside got signed on my practice squad. That should be it. These should be some draft picks, shouldn't it? Nope, they go to next year.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Is that Matty Ice? Is that Iceman LaFleur? What the fuck I do with that? Fucking blunt. I was finna right up. God damn it. Oh, there you go.
It's the
There.
Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here each looking to rebound from week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They go play action with Ryan. He's got a man
Come on,
open.
bro.
It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken,
Nigga, what
they
the
gave up
fuck
4
was you last
week,
week?
didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Bills take over.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't
At
look
all.
right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
to throw now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
42-yard line.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Come on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down.
Come on, Matt. What you doing?
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
Good shit. Good blocking, fellas.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Good shit.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to score.
What the fuck was all of this the week before?
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Oh, I ain't even fucking looking at my game. I'm looking at they shit.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag, run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Into my game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Come on.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. This is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
With the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Ryan. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Again, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan.
There we go.
And that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, come on, let me run.
By the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Man open, it's Goodwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Justin Fields, bro.
Troy Hill picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime and what's all an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Troy Hill picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I don't know, Justin.
The way you envision things to start out the third quarter.
See, I'm out of draft
and
picks, so
already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Ryan's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 22-yard line.
Ryan. Completion here to Claypool. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. First down.
Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. This is caught.
Come on.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Ryan will throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
How are niggas able to get off the box?
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, no more turnovers.
How
does that sound?
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Steps away to his left. And a loose football.
Bruh, I slid.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It leads
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Needed that defense. Needed that.
Yet he never got rid of the football, and it
So
goes down
bad.
as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
That's pulled in at the 32. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Miami set to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And the the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat on the edge. That's number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie.
Hey, DJ said, I guess I got to pause it because it ain't no halftime show. Hey, come on, man. Why you let go of Trevor, man?
For sack number 5. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Come on, man. He had to give him a better chance than one game, man. I'm over here struggling with this. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing, though. Can't play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan.
Oh, that was my fault.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken
Good
down.
pick.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Hell yeah, KG, let's go. Get this nigga to 1-1.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 5, 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
I didn't know. I got your ass, bitch. Thought you were smart. You ain't smart. You dumb.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Number 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
All right, that's it.
It's a gain of 7, and the Bills will move the chains.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.